Hey guys, what's going on? Jeremy Lafrentz, Backstage Entertainment. We're giving you a different look. This is the first time we were actually at my house. We have the band Wayland. What's going on, guys?
Hey, thank you for having us at your home.
Yes.
In your garage.
No problem. I mean, you guys stopped through Omaha. You guys are going to Lincoln on Wednesday.
That's right.
But you stopped in Omaha, and I said, hey, I'm free today. Let's do it.
And you're only like 5 minutes away from where we're
Exactly. You
standing.
guys were up the road, so that was
it took us a little bit longer because we got lost, but
yes,
that's fine.
Your dog peed on Dean's shoe.
That's right.
I liked just got excited. The puppy got excited. That was
exactly. And fans may hear him bark during the interview. He's just right upstairs from us here. But yeah, so like I said, it's in-home entertainment rather than backstage today,
right.
I'd say.
Exactly.
But nonetheless, interview that we're gonna do with you guys here today, and I warned you guys to do whatever you want. We have fun interviews, cuss, you can swear, you can do anything you want. I told you we've had stripping in our interviews, so if anybody's seen the All Shall Perish interview, you know what I'm talking about. So
I've watched it a lot.
Have you?
Just because of the stripping.
Exactly. You've kind of took notes so you know what to expect during this interview. So, yeah, we have
let's just say
later.
Dean was not surprised to get peed on.
Okay, that's right.
It's a normal, Monday night for me. So yeah.
And you made a comment about the dogs. Who made the squirting comment?
That was Dean.
That was Dean. Can you tell us again what that?
What did you say?
Oh, wow, you're doing red.
Record that in the interview.
What did you say about that?
Let's talk about that in the interview.
Yeah. Let's talk.
I didn't, these are making this up. I didn't say anything about.
No.
Squirting.
You did say something about it.
What did I say? I'm embarrassed. All right.
Let's move on here. We'll leave that up to the fans' imagination there. You guys have been in band for about 6 years now? Is that right?
7.
7 years. Okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of just reading on your Facebook page too. You guys have kind of actually gotten your name out there since 2010. Those first few years or so, was it kind of hard getting in the music industry? And I mean, kind of what's the struggles for even bands watching this that are up and coming for them to know?
I think being an artist, you're constantly reinventing yourself. You're trying to find your way and kind of where you fit in the giant spectrum of music. Right. And we, I think for the first few years of being a band together, getting to know each other, and really figuring out the sound of our band.
Yep.
And it wasn't till I think it was 2010 when we recorded this EP that we have out right now. Mm-hmm. And we named ourselves Wayland, and we hit the road. That's through all those stages every night playing. That's when we really found ourselves and found our sound, and what we were trying to deliver by walking into a different place every single night and just being us and nothing else. It took that to really make us who we were. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody have anything to add, or that?
Well, I'd say, I mean, just to add on to what Phil said about that. When we plug in, we've played so many shows with this lineup that we can't help but to sound like ourselves. Okay. So our tones are the way that they are, and Tyler plays the drums the way he does, and Dean plays the bass the way he does. Right. My voice sounds the way it does because we've played so many shows. So I think Phil's absolutely right. Playing that many shows, you don't really know yourself as a band until you've played every night like that, and bands told us that for years, and we didn't really find that out until we did it ourselves.
Yep. You guys have had some success with your first single, Welcome to My Head. I actually heard it off Sirius XM Octane, so you guys have been getting some exposure there as well. Where did the inspiration, I've seen the music video and everything, where did the inspiration for that song in general just come from?
Well, I mean, we wanted to write a hard rocking song, and I think being an artist and being a musician, I think anyone that is an artist can relate. You've got to be a little bit outside of the box, and you've got to be able to think a little bit outside. And we just kind of we went with this this idea of being really outside of the box and kind of out of your mind and a little bit crazy. And I think that rock and roll pulls that out of everybody. And with that song, we just kind of put some stuff together to introduce everyone to Wayland. Okay. And we just came up with that phrase with those ideas behind it. Yeah. Welcome to my head, and it's there's not a deeper meaning to it. We just wanted to write a rock and roll song to introduce everyone to the band, and that's kind of how we did it.
Okay, and then the second single is actually out now. You're kind of getting some radio time with that as well. Nobody's Perfect. How do you guys? You have, we talked about an EP out and everything. How do you guys decide which is the new single? I mean, do you get fan participation out of that and ask them, or is it just a collaboration with you guys?
We're kind of new at it, so
Yeah.
I can just talk about the process that we went through with this last one. Like with Nobody's Perfect, we had kind of heard from some, sorry, there was a few program directors around the country that had kind of said, I know Jim Stone at WXRX in Rockford and Randy Hawk at WJJO, JT at WGRD in Grand Rapids, Finn in Cincinnati at 96 Rock. They've kind of become really close, they're really become part of our family and they kind of help us and guide us through those decisions. And Jesse Dupree, our management, is a big part of it. So that kind of team of people, we've been so lucky to have them on our side. So whenever we have a major question or a major decision or a major page to turn in our careers, we kind of look to those people for that guidance. And we would never do anything that we weren't behind as a band. That's really important. I hear a lot of bands make decisions. Well, I hear a lot of bands that don't make decisions for themselves, and that is something that we've promised ourselves and our fans and all the people that listen to our music that this is our thing. We remind ourselves of that all the time. The four of us. This is our thing, and we have to be confident with every step that we take.
Yeah. Looking at your guys' Facebook page as well as your current location, you actually have tour van on there. So, and we were talking about you guys traveling the country right now. It's been probably an awesome ride. What's it like traveling on tour like this and seeing all these cool places now?
There's not a dull moment in our day, and I think that all four of us can honestly say that we feel really lucky to be able to do this. I think you really have to feel lucky to do this to keep on wanting to do it, because it's not easy. The four of us, there's 4 band members and 2 crew guys that we travel with, so there's 6 guys that are always together, whether crammed into a van, crammed into a friend's house, or crammed into one hotel room or something like that. So you really have to love the art of being not only on the road, but on a different stage every night, whether it's a big, beautiful festival stage or a gorgeous theater or a little hole in the wall, somewhere down south or something like that. That you've got to be willing to play your music at any cost. And, we do this for a living, so sometimes it's going to feel like a job. Right. And some days it feels like the greatest thing on the planet. And so I'd say after being on the road for almost a year and a half straight, a couple nights ago we just literally played for the sound guy and the band that was playing after us, and that was it. And it was one of those situations where we were playing to get the money so that we could get to the next town. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, though, something beautiful that happened. The 4 of us had such amazing time making music on stage that it was just, even though it was just the band after us and the sound guy, they noticed how much that we love doing what we do. And that translates when you're playing for 30,000 people, because all those nights that you play for nobody, whenever you're playing to sold out audiences or opening up for Shinedown or opening up for a bigger band or headlining a beautiful stage, that dirt people can see, and that love for what we do is apparent. And I think we're able to see that in other bands, and for me that's a real beautiful thing. And I think the other guys feel the same way too.
What's been the biggest and maybe your guys' favorite band that you've opened up for so far?
Mine personally, and I hope the other guys chime in on this, mine was Shinedown. We opened up for Shinedown in Anaheim at the NAMM show, and not only was it an inspiration to see those guys perform, but it was an inspiration to see how they treated us as the opening act and how they were very respectful of what we're doing, and just the coolest guys, man. Really, really cool, humble people. It was really good to see. It reminds you, it's like no matter where you're at, there's always somebody bigger, and if they're humble, there's no reason why we shouldn't always be that way too. So it's really, really cool.
Okay. You guys concur? Shinedown, or does anybody have something else?
Of course, Shinedown. I was gonna say, a band I love playing shows with, or opening for, Royal Bliss. I mean, they're just phenomenal guys, a phenomenal band. Never a dull moment when you're with them, and never a bad concert. It's just always inspiring, and that's one of my favorites for sure.
Same?
Yeah, I would say Royal Bliss, or we did a show with Dead Sarah up in Washington, and man, that chick can fucking sing.
Yeah, she's
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, definitely the other ones as well.
Okay, great. You guys, like we said, you guys have an EP out. What's kind of coming up? I mean, new work coming out. You guys are, I'm sure, constantly writing and just making music. But what's kind of coming up?
That's a hard balance to find. I think that being on the road as much as we are, we work really hard at finding time to write and make sure that we're still doing that. But more than anything, I think all of us feel it, and I think our fans are ready, and I think everybody involved with Wayland is ready. We need to put down some new material, and we've already worked out. We've recorded a couple times in Atlanta. We've recorded a couple times in LA in this last year, and we're going to put some time aside here in June to finish writing the rest of this full-length album, and find some time here in the next few months to get the rest of this music laid out so we can release a full record here in 2013. That's our goal. Or at least one of them.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, next part of the interview, I have kind of warned you about this. We have what's called our BSC Box. Our fans know this because they've submitted their own questions to get in the box. You guys can do the same. If you like Backstage Entertainment, you can get your own questions into our BSC Box for bands we interview to answer. So let's do this. We have
I can help you.
Yeah, I'm kind of juggling here. You can hold the skull for the interview if you want.
Good skull.
See, hold the skull once. I'm going to rip it off.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Versatile there. Look at that. Okay, so we're adding these action words as well to this. So you guys, everybody will do one. Maybe if we want to do another one after your first one, we can do that too. But you'll pick 1 through 55, a number. You'll have to do this action while you answer your question. So who wants to be brave and start us off?
I'll be the brave one.
You'll be the brave one.
Yes.
Okay, so pick a question first.
Okay.
And then we'll read it.
Do you want me to read it right now?
Yeah, you can read it now, and then we'll pick a number here.
What's the craziest thing a fan has thrown at you while on stage?
Okay, so now 1 through 55, pick a number.
22.
You have to talk like you inhaled helium.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yes, that's
Okay.
totally fine with me.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're really great. Okay, what's the craziest thing a fan, I don't really know. Nothing's really coming to my mind.
In Australia, someone threw an M80 on the stage.
Oh, right. Okay.
You're supposed to answer while you.
I know. Well, I didn't know the answer to that one. Can I do another question? Can I do the whole? Right. Sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Sorry.
However,
I'm a shitty question.
Okay,
answerer.
let's do this. Anybody can answer these questions, but they have to do the action that was picked too.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
we'll do that.
Okay. All right.
So not just the person. So this will be more fun.
All right. If you could hang out with anyone dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh man.
For me personally, it would be 2 people. I would have to say 1, Jack White, and 2, David Grohl from the Foo Fighters. That's it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
That was good.
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you.
Anybody else have a good helium voice and good answer?
I don't think we're going to be
You
able
guys
to beat
can't
that.
beat that. You can't beat
let's
that.
not top that.
Helium voice.
Okay.
Jesus.
Who's up?
All right.
Okay. So let's read the question.
Have you ever been starstruck by anyone you've met?
Similar. Okay. Now
I got a good one.
1 through 55. Now let's see.
Pick a number. 10.
Giving a toast. So your answer is you're giving a toast.
I am going to give a toast here. Let me get my water. My sunglasses on. No spilling. I'd just like to raise up my water here and say I had an amazing opportunity one time. And I met Dave Grohl, which has always been someone he wanted to hang out with his helium voice, but it actually happened for me. And yes, I was starstruck. And we hung out for a few hours, and it was amazing. Cheers. Was that good?
That was amazing.
That Are you a little jealous that you got to meet Dave?
Whenever he told me that story, he was texting me. He was texting during it. He goes, "You're not gonna believe who's here." And I was actually in Santa Monica at the time, and these guys were not around as well. And I gotta say, I was happy for him for the most part, but there was a tinge of jealousy. I was so jealous, man.
It was absolutely killing me.
He's like, we're arm in arm. We're drunk and arm in arm. I'm like, fuck.
I was a block up the road sleeping. I have my headphones in, and Dave Grohl is like my favorite drummer ever. And he was a block away, and he called my phone probably 10 times and texted me and everything, and I didn't wake up. But he came storming in my room at like 2:30 in the morning after he'd been hanging out with him and drinking with him for hours. Yeah. He's like, dude, I was just down at Gold Room and I was drinking with Dave Grohl, and he told me all this stuff. He came in like a fucking hurricane, like right through my door. So then I fell back asleep, and I was kind of like, whatever. I woke up the next morning and I came downstairs at our apartment, and I was like, dude, I had the craziest dream last night that you came just blaring in my room telling me that you were hanging out with Dave Grohl at Gold Room last night. He's like, dude, that really happened. And I was like, oh, shit, man. It's
pretty amazing.
Regret in my life is not answering my phone that night. So.
That's the one regret, huh? Yeah. Okay.
I've got others I'm not going to mention.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so what we got
here. What's your drink of choice on tour?
So, what do you think? 1 through 55 now.
I'm going to go with 26.
Getting sick.
Getting sick.
So, yeah. All right. Progressively getting
choice
sick.
on tour. All right.
Yeah,
do you put this back in the box?
You want.
Okay. When we're on tour, we you know what I need to think of the other night is the other night in the van when I was really sick the other night in the van. And these guys kept talking about Jaeger, and every time Jaeger would mention, I would spit all over the van, all over the door of the van. Really? Yeah, I kept spitting. I don't know why. Yeah. Anyway, we drink. I think we all drink. What do we drink? Jack Daniels and water. Jesse James bourbon. Mainly whiskey. Yeah. If it's a day off, we drink tequila. I guess like tequila sunrise. We mix it with orange juice, grenadine, splash of margarita mix, green margarita mix. Yeah. Trying to think. That's pretty much what we do. Yeah, that covers it.
And
that's it.
On stage, is it just water for you guys? I mean, do you ever have anything else? I mean,
yeah, it depends on the show. People bring shots to the stage a lot, and we do ask for whiskey. But they'll bring Jaeger bombs or whatever. And we take it all. We drink it. Nice. Yeah, we like it.
Okay, cool. Got one more down here.
All right. Who are your 2 favorite superheroes, and who would win in a fight?
Good
Man.
question.
Jeez.
Pick a number. Choose
My
a number.
2 favorite superheroes.
Choose a number. Don't
Okay.
mess up.
23.
What you got? Ooh, this is a good one.
23. Oh, like you're on the Jerry Springer show.
Oh shit.
You guys can help him out if you want.
Okay. Two favorite superheroes. First one.
Here, wait a minute. Hand me this thing here.
Well, I'm.
Tyler, your 2 favorite superheroes, and who would win in a fight?
My 2 favorite superheroes be Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen.
Oh, he did not.
First one.
Wow.
And second favorite superhero, Spider-Man.
Good, very good. Next time on the Springer Show.
Who would win?
In a fight, Dr. Manhattan, hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Spider-Man, but the man is unbeatable.
That's your man.
So,
Yeah.
there's a mailman, mail woman. Hi there.
Good work. Good job.
Good job.
You see her in there?
Oh, we're doing an interview
Yep.
currently.
All right, we're in the shot. All right. That was my mail lady, ladies and gentlemen. Backstage look at my life.
When you're backstage at a venue, you don't get to meet Jeremy's mail lady.
That's right.
Only right here in his garage does that happen.
That's right. And like I told you, you guys are the first band to ever come to my house and do an interview.
And now we
First
know where
band
you
to come to my
Appreciate
house.
all the food that you're getting.
That's right.
Thanks for
That's
letting us
right.
wear your clothes and sleep in your bed.
Yep.
We appreciate it.
Let your
You're
dog pee on my foot.
Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure. So, anybody want to double dip, or you guys?
I got an idea.
Okay, you got an idea.
I don't know what that meant, but
I'm interested to hear.
Different
this.
question. I don't like that question. Since I'm going outside the box. See that skull, please? Do you have any traditions you do before going out on tour?
yeah, I can hold this if you want.
To go on tour or not to go on tour, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to pack a suitcase or a bin, I do not know.
I just wanted to do it like Shakespeare. I couldn't do it anymore. Thanks, man. Been thinking about it.
We've got a new tradition that we do at Soundcheck, which just started with Dean actually, because we all check our vocal mics, and he sings a new show tune every day for his yeah, like from what are some of the
Oh, Les Mis was just out, so I've been doing Les Mis.
Come on, you want to do something?
No. You got to come to a sound check for that. I just did Shakespeare.
I mean, you guys have talked about some bands that you really like. Is there any covers that you want to do ever? Anything like maybe upcoming you guys have even talked about?
We've done a number of different covers. I think one of fan favorites are, we do Whole Lot of Love in the show, and every once in a while we'll do Fat Bottom Girls. We did a cover of Bob Seger's Fire Down Below for the EP.
Okay.
And
Beatles songs.
yeah, we have.
We did Revolution one time. We've done what's the
Rocket Man.
Oh yeah, Elton John's Rocket Man.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so covers are fun, It kind of lets people know when you do someone else's song and you do it the way you do it. It lets people know how your band sounds. Mm-hmm. It's like 'cause you can you hear Wayland doing "Welcome to My Head," but then you hear Wayland doing a Whole Lot of Love, and it still sounds like us. It doesn't sound like Zeppelin when we play it.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a cool thing on the show, and I think it perks everyone's ears up and keeps them keeps them excited. It's
I think
fun.
one of my favorite things when we go to concerts too is bands, they're really even the bigger bands will just stop halfway in their set and they'll just do some covers, and it kind of gets the fans like, hey, this is awesome.
Gets you excited. It gives them a reference point, and everybody, most people choose songs that everybody knows, and so they hear that familiar riff or they hear that familiar that melody, and it gets everybody excited. I mean, I'm the same way. When my favorite band does a cool cover, I get excited in the crowd. It's fun.
It is fun. Okay. Well, guys, lastly, anything you guys want to add, and just last message to the fans at all?
Thank you. Yeah. Very much.
I knew that was coming.
For a band like us, we've been out for so long. It's up to the fans to ask for new music and for a new album. And the music business is so different today. And some people knock it, but I think it's really cool because it puts a lot of control in the band's hands, and it puts a lot of control in the fans' hands. And without them asking us to keep going and keep playing shows, we wouldn't be doing this. And we've only been on the road for a year and a half because of the people that have came out, and we make a living at this because of you, because of the fans, and that's a big deal. I know that you know how important that is.
That is important. Definitely. Okay, anybody else?
Thanks for having us on, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming to my house.
Really fun, Jeremy.
Yes. All right, guys. Once again, Wayland, Backstage Entertainment. I'm Jeremy Lafrentz.
You know where I
At
can find
home.
a ladder? I need to borrow a ladder.
No, I have no idea.
Leaf blower?
No. You guys can do some yard work while you're here. Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.